Welcome back to Oxnard. It's Inside Cowboys Training Camp, brought to you by Ford. Brad Sham, Mickey Spagnola, joined now by Lindsey Draper. We talked about earlier the intensity that the Cowboys wanted to see increased in this afternoon's practice, and you talked to a young player who is showing that increased intensity.
He has to bring it, Brad, because Dez Bryant has been missing out on these practices, and it was good to see the Cowboys going up against different faces, but Terrance Williams had to look down at the 2s and 3s and try to bring them up and rally the offense in the absence of Dez Bryant.
There was a lot of good stuff in the practice, and there was some stuff that, wasn't nearly as good as we needed to be.
Both Jason Garrett and Jeff Fisher addressed the Cowboys and Rams before practice, hoping to create an atmosphere for solid work without any fighting. But it seems the Cowboys lost some of their intensity during competition.
Whenever we go from the 1s to the 2s to the 3s, it kind of fell off a little bit. So we got to do a better job in keeping their mood up to where we can just all be on the same level, same pace. And I think the more we communicate better and the more we talk on the sidelines and get them riled up, ready to go, then the more we can come out here with a better mindset.
Third-year receiver Terrance Williams was disappointed with the lack of passion from his receivers group, but refused to be silent about it.
I'm not trying to do nothing that I can't do or be Dez Bryant. I'm me, and I think my standard is kind of similar to what his is, but I'm just trying to manage it until he gets back and go back to my position. But until then, like I told him before, I'm really just here just to keep his standard high. There was some stuff to where we can get better at, and there was some stuff that was not up to our standard, but our coaches and Tony, they'll fix it tonight, and tomorrow we'll come out here with a better mindset.
The last thing you want whenever you bring another team in is to have fights. Oftentimes things can escalate. Nobody wants that. Sometimes that's the nature of football, but we make that abundantly clear with our team. I know Coach Fisher did that with the Rams as well. That's not why we're bringing another team in here. It's to get great work against a different group of players and coaches. You see different schemes. You get a chance to evaluate your individual players, your units, your team in general, and typically everything is heightened a little bit. Sometimes what happens is you talk so much about not fighting and not doing that, maybe you take the edge off of the practice a little bit. So we address that as well.
Lindsey, thank you. The players will be off tomorrow. I think they need it. It's a big evaluation day for coaches as they are kind of summing up where their players stand, getting ready to decide how to allocate time for the preseason game Sunday night.
Well, you're exactly right, especially with the amount of injuries we've previously talked about. So if those guys aren't playing, it's given opportunity, as Jason Garrett says, to other guys. Now, it's time for those guys to step up because they're going to get evaluated, good or bad. And the Cowboys need to start getting answers from some of these guys. Who's going to be that backup swing tackle? Who's my middle linebacker when Rolando McClain's suspended? Who's playing on the defensive line in different positions? So they're going to have to start formulating some answers after this preseason game for sure.
Enjoy your day off.
Yeah, right. I'll be here with Brad.
Yeah, we'll be working, and see you tomorrow on Inside Cowboys Training Camp, brought to you by Ford.
Inside Cowboys Training Camp, presented by Ford, was brought to you by AT&T, mobilizing your world. Dr. Pepper, dare to discover a one-of-a-kind taste as unique as you.
If you've missed or would like to rewatch any portion of tonight's show, simply go to DallasCowboys.com/TV.